Hello, ACMA, and welcome to ACORN, Arts and Communication Online Review Night. It's from our backyards and our kitchen tables, and just brings you some staff members with messages of hope, entertainment, and some odds and ends that will delight and, I hope, entertain you. So, without further ado, let's go to Mr. BERTRAM and his magical accordion.
Hello, Archmaniacs. This is Mr. BERTRAM here, and this is my accordion. When the quarantine started, I decided that I wanted to pick up and learn how to play this instrument. I've had it for years, but I've never played it. I just want to show you how far I've come. Thanks for watching.
Hello, this is Mrs. Dial. I'm one of the counsellors at ACMA, and although I've enjoyed theatre, dance and music in the past, the art that I most participate in now is photography. And I've actually been doing photography since middle school. And some of you may have seen the set of about half a dozen historical cameras that I have in my office. I've been thinking about the arts and creativity as it relates to going through difficult times like we have been doing during this pandemic. And studies have shown that increasing creativity, doing more art, can actually help and get us through and feel better in the long run. So I hope that you're all doing your art as much as you can. The other thing that can really help with both stress and healing is looking at nature. Getting out into nature is the best, but even seeing pictures of nature has been proven to help. So to bring together both my art and nature, I've got a few of my photographs of nature to show you here. Keep doing your art and be kind to yourselves. Thanks for watching.
Hey ACMA seniors, this is Mrs. Castanelli. I just want you guys to know you're never too old to have a story read to you. So this is for you as you are departing out. Wherever You Go by Pat Zelo Miller. when it's time for a journey to learn and to grow. Roads guide your footsteps wherever you go. Roads give you chances to seek and explore. Want an adventure? Just open your door. Roads go over a hill, under a bridge, deep in a valley, high on a ridge. If you yearn for the ocean or wish for a stream, roads bring you closer to reaching your dream. Roads zoom beneath city buildings that tower on high, twinkling like stars in the dark velvet sky. Racing past signs reflecting their light, zigging and zagging, turn left, then turn right. Roads bend, detours head where you wouldn't expect, showing you various ways to connect, bringing you closer, then curving away. You always have choices to go or to stay. Roads reach across flowing rivers, past harbors and bays, with breathtaking bridges designed to amaze, attaching two places that once were apart. Choose to cross over and follow your heart. Roads merge. Small distant roads sometimes travel alone, making the miles out there on their own. Then a new road wants to join in the fun, heads the same way, and the two become one. Roads grow. Well-traveled roads sometimes need extra space to guide life's adventure to a new place. Which path should you choose? That's easy to see. The one that will take you where you wish to be. Roads wait for click-clacking trains and boats with tall sails. Slow-going hay wagons carry bales. Stoplights and crosswalks, a deer with a friend. Roads sometimes pause or just come to an end. Roads climb. Steep mountain peaks dusted lightly with snow, rising above the steep canyons below. Clinging to cliffs, chasing a cloud, reaching the top, tired but proud. Roads remember. Every life landmark, the big and the small, the moments you tripped, the times you stood tall. Where you are going and where you began, what you expected, what you didn't plan. Roads return. During your journey, you'll ramble and roam, but sooner or later, you'll think of your home. And after all you've needed to see, a road takes you back where you're longing to be. Back to that hill, under the bridge, deep in the valley, high on your roads. Roads take you all over the planet, but then you can always follow them home again. ACMA seniors, I hope all roads lead you back to ACMA, and best of luck on your adventures. We'll miss you.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say hi and how much I miss being a part of the ACMA family. To all the seniors, good luck in your future endeavors. I'm really sad I didn't get to say goodbye in person. For everybody else, I can't wait to hear all your stories next year when we come back to school. Good luck this summer, and just know I'm thinking about you.
Greetings, students. I hope you're all doing well during these very strange and surreal times. For my piece to share with you, I wanted to show you some things that I am working on, whether it's a skill I'm developing or just something I'm using to fill in my free time. Because while class is kind of weird right now, even when school's over, we're all lifetime learners, and it's important that you find ways to learn, find new things, mostly have fun with it. So I'm going to show you some things that I've been trying to get better at, hopefully partly to inspire, probably mostly to entertain, but enjoy. Thank you. All right, let's see you juggle. Oh, wait. All right, let's juggle. Oh! All right, students, remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll know as soon as I upload something to Canvas. See you later. Can you do the voice?
Yes.
It was a little, it was a little pitchy. Can you do a little, can you try it again? Are you going to sing? Be nice. No, I have the. You ready? Good job, big girl. Stretch out your arms. I did it. Thank you for the help, Penelope.
Hi, Beth Deal here, teacher of health and science. So question, why did the chicken cross the road? I believe the answer is pretty much to get to the other side. But then there's the question of what came first, the chicken or the egg. Scientifically, it kind of depends on how you define egg and how you define chicken. But speaking of eggs, I have a science poem for you about eggs that I thought I would share with you today. So let me read it to you. Two Eggs is what it's called, and it's written by Amy Van Water. Two eggs sit on your table. One is boiled, one is not. You wish to know which egg to peel, but neither egg is hot. Twin eggs, white, encased in shell, stare up at you, but you can't tell which egg to eat and which egg to fry. So here's a twirling trick to try. Whirl each egg upon your table. Raw will wobble, quite unable to pirouette as boiled eggs do. Boiled eggs dance, raw ones don't. So there. Now you know how to tell a raw egg from an egg that's cooked. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Hello, this is Mrs. Zaluski, and I thought it might be kind of fun to share with you how I made this mask. Did you know that you can borrow a sewing machine from the Beaverton Library, as long as they're open? But it might be something fun for you to do if they are open or when they open. So I'll show you how I made these. They're pretty simple. I just have two different kinds of fabric. They're facing each other at this point because that's the way you have to sew it. But this is what this fabric happens to look like. One's coffee beans and one's another bean theme or coffee theme. And so what you do is you cut your fabric 9 by 7. And I used a little piece of tissue paper and cut it out into a 9 by 7 so I had a good template and made these. And then you get some elastic. These are a 1/4 inch elastic, and you cut your elastic at 7.5 inches. And then once you cut your elastic in the 7.5 inches, you just put it in the sides of the mask. So you're going to want to put it on the short side, and you just lay it in the corner. Lay one side in the corner like this, and then just pin it. And lay one, just bring it across to the bottom part of that side like this. You see how that's in there? And you're going to pin it right up in the corner like that. And then you just want to make sure that that elastic piece is not where you would be sewing. So I pin it, I look in there and make sure that it's not in the way, and then pin it up, and then you're ready to sew around. Okay, so you're at the sewing machine, and you see how this is the bottom half of the mask. There is a right side up just because of the pattern of the other coffee side. If there's an upper side, you want to start, just leave an opening at the bottom of the mask. So you're not going to sew this shut yet. And so you're going to start maybe just past that first pin. And I'm at 4/8. You see these little marks on my sewing machine. You can see what it says. This says 4/8. So I want to start at the 4/8 mark and just stitch it up. Okay. Just keep sewing around all the corners. When you get to a corner, I always pull out this pin just not to break my needle. And then you're going to want to lift up your presser foot like that and just turn it. And then just sew all the way around until you get back to that opening that you want to keep open so that you can turn your mask back right side out. Okay? So I'm going to pull this pin out so I don't break my needle. And then turn your presser foot. And now you're going to sew back to where this opening is, and don't sew that closed. Okay. So now we're back to where you're going to turn your right sides out. And so don't sew that up. And so here, just lift this off and clip off all your extra little pieces. And you can take those pins out. And the only other thing you need to remember to do is just clip your corners. It'll turn better and look better when you get it turned right side out. So just clip your corners here. Then you just go to that opening and flip it right side out. You see? Starting to look like a mask. Okay, so you have it all turned right side out with the opening here at the bottom and your little elastics for your ears to the side. So you want to just press it with your iron to make sure it's nice and flat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create the pleats. And the way that I do that, I just actually have a little chalk pen, but you can use any pen really. And I just measure out about every 1.5 inches. So I go 1.5, 3, and 4.5. And then just make sure that you hold your yardstick or ruler at the same direction. and you do 1.5, 3, and 4.5. And it's really not an exact science. That's just where I do it. And then the way that you put the pleat in is you could just fold this with your hands, or you can take a seam ripper if you have one and just put it in where that mark is and take the little pin part of that and just do one little flip. And that makes a nice size pleat. And I just pin it. And you're going to want to do that with the other side as well. Just put your seam ripper in there, or just fold a pleat down. Just a little pleat is all you need. And you're going to make 3 of these just like this. Just fold that down. And you can see that that's about the same spot. And whoops, and then I just dropped some pins. And then you pin it. And then you're going to do that 2 more times. Here and here, and then we're going to take it to the sewing machine. Okay, so once you get it all pinned and pleated, then I just run a quick iron. Nothing major, just kind of iron it flat so that the sewing machine goes over those pleats easily. Okay? Okay, so now you're back at the sewing machine and you're going to sew around the edge of the entire thing twice, just to make it good and solid. So I'll start that here. I backstitch a little just so that it's extra solid. Okay, so once you've gotten done stitching around twice, just backstitch at the end there so it finishes it off. And there you have your mask. Or if you like the other side, you like mocha, there you go.
All right, this is for my kids that struggle to wake up at 9 in the morning. When I wake up early in the morning, lift my head, I'm still yawning when I'm in the middle of a dream. Stay in bed and float upstream. Please don't wake me, no, don't shake me, leave me where I am, I'm only sleeping. Everybody seems to think I'm lazy. I don't mind. I think they're crazy, running everywhere except to speed, till they find there's no need. Please don't spoil my day. I'm miles away, and after all, I'm only sleeping. Keeping an eye on the world going by my window, taking my time, lying there staring at the ceiling, waiting for a sleepy feeling. Please don't spoil my day, I'm miles away, and after all, I'm only sleeping.
Hi ACMA, this is Christina. I just wanted to stop in and say hi. I miss you guys terribly, and I hope that you guys are all safe and well. I know it's a very hard time right now. I know for myself, I've been doing a lot of baking and a lot of gardening. That is what I've been doing during my time in quarantine. So I hope you guys are doing things that you love as well. I look forward to the time when we're back together and I can see your amazing faces. Love you all. Mwah.
Hi everybody. My contribution to this talent show is going to be telling a story. It's probably the closest thing I have to a talent, but I do consider myself to be a pretty good storyteller. I get to tell stories for a living in history class. And the story I'm going to tell to you today is one I learned back in 2003 while I was in the Army in Kuwait. It's a story I very much enjoyed telling. This is probably my 30th time telling it, and it really and truly gets better every time. And it tends to have a very profound impact on my audience. So I'm very excited to share with you this story of Timmy and the pink ping pong balls. So this story begins 1 week prior to a little boy whose name is Timmy's birthday party. So Timmy's parents, they approach him and say, "Hey Timmy, we're gonna have a birthday party for you next week because you are turning 5. And what that means is we're gonna have a party. Your friends are gonna come over, and we're gonna sing happy birthday to you, and you're gonna get presents. And what your mom and I wanna know is, what do you want for your birthday?" And Timmy, he thinks about it, and he goes, I can just ask for something and you'll get it for me? And his parents say, "Yes, that's how birthdays work, Timmy." And Timmy says, "Okay, well, I guess I would like a pink ping pong ball." And Timmy's parents are like, "What?" And Timmy's like, "You know, a ping pong ball, but a pink one." And Timmy's parents say, "Okay, what else do you want for your birthday, Timmy?" And Timmy thinks about it for just a moment, and then he says, "Nothing. I just want a pink ping pong ball." And his parents say, You're sure, just that?" Timmy says, "Yes." Okay, so fast forward 1 week to Timmy's 5th birthday party, and everybody sings happy birthday to Timmy, and he blows out 5 candles on his birthday cake and opens up one present, inside of which is a pink ping pong ball. And Timmy, he opens up his present, his eyes light up, he's like, "Mom, Dad, I love it, I love you, thanks guys," and he runs off to go and play with his brand new pink ping pong ball. Well, fast forward 1 year, and it's the same conversation. "Timmy, it's your birthday next week. What do you want for your birthday?" "Well, do you remember that pink ping pong ball you got me for last year?" And Timmy's parents say, "Yes." And Timmy says, "Well, I'd like another one just like that." And Tim's dad says, what do you want with the pink ping pong ball for?" And Timmy, he doesn't take this question well. He's like, what's with the question? What do you mean? What do I want it for? You asked me. I can have whatever I want, and you asked me, and I just want a pink ping pong ball, and that's all I'm asking for. I don't understand why you have to ask me all these questions. And Timmy's parents are like, "Oh, okay. All right, Timmy, a pink ping pong ball. We hear you. We're not going to question it. Is there anything else you'd like for your birthday?" And Timmy says, "No." Fast forward. Happy birthday to Timmy. He blows out 6 candles on his birthday cake, opens up one present, and once again, it is a pink ping pong ball. And Timmy smiles super big. He's like, "I love it. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad," and runs off once again to play with his new pink ping pong ball. And this happens year after year after year. "Timmy, it's your birthday. What do you want this year?" "I want a pink ping pong ball, please." Okay, and this goes even as Timmy goes into high school, but once he gets to high school, he starts going by Tim. He's more grown up now. And he still likes the pink ping pong balls, but he's escalated a little bit, and he's asking for 5, 10, a dozen pink ping pong balls every year on his birthday. And pretty soon, Tim is set to graduate, and Tim had a really good high school career. He's going to graduate on the honor roll. He's been accepted into an advanced program at the University of Oregon, and his parents are super duper proud of him. And they sit him down and say, "Tim, we're just so proud of you, and we want to get you something to kind of propel you forward and just kind of set you up for college. I don't know, laptop, car. What can we get for you, Tim?" And Tim, he thinks about it for a moment, and you can tell he's a little bit nervous to say it. But finally, he says, "Well, I guess I would really like 100 pink ping pong balls." And Timmy's parents, they raise an eyebrow a little bit, but okay, sure, Tim, that's what you get for your graduation. Because Tim, again, he got great grades. He's very respectful. He helps out around the house. He's just a great guy, and if that's what he wants, then fine. 100 pink ping pong balls. And we fast forward to Tim's graduation party, and his grandma and grandparents are there, all of his cousins, his aunts, his uncles, everybody showed up. And they're all gathered in the backyard for a barbecue, and at the end of the party, Tim's parents present him with this nice box, and Tim opens it up, and there's 100 ping pong balls in there, and Tim, his eyes kind of well with tears a little. He's like, Mom, Dad, you guys have been so supportive of me, you know, just like taking care of me and setting a good example, and even getting me these silly ping pong balls just because I asked for them. I love them. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's a nice, happy moment. And that evening, Tim goes to another graduation party. But instead of going to the senior party that was put on by the school, Tim goes to a different party, one where there's alcohol. And Tim gets drunk. Now Tim's a smart guy, and you know he realizes he shouldn't drive drunk, and he catches a ride with a friend who hadn't been drinking. Unfortunately, that friend was texting while driving, and so while driving, the driver was looking down their phone and didn't notice until it was almost too late. The semi coming in the opposite direction, they look up, swerve off of the road, straight into a telephone pole. The driver actually punches through the windshield, lawn darts through the air, lands safely in a field, surprisingly unhurt. Tim's not so lucky. Tim is pretty badly injured in the crash, and he goes to the hospital. His parents meet him there, and they meet with the doctor in the hallway, and the doctor explains to Tim's parents that Tim's probably not going to make it. He's sustained so much internal bleeding. The most that the doctors can really hope to do is try to keep Tim comfortable and maybe rally his spirits in the hope of some sort of miracle. Tim's parents, they take this news reasonably well, and they go into Tim's hospital room. They say, Tim, we know you're not feeling well right now. We're wondering, is there anything that we can do for you right now? And Tim, he's in his hospital bed, and he's kind of looking up, and he says, well, I would like 1 million pink ping pong balls. And Tim's parents, they're like, yeah, sure, Tim, 1 million pink ping pong balls. We'll do that for you. And Tim, he kind of smiles and falls asleep. And Tim's parents are freaking out a little bit because they are not wealthy people. 1 million ping pong balls plus shipping, they can't afford that. But they decide, we're going to try to find a way. And they reach out to friends. They go to the church. They start a Kickstarter campaign to raise the funds to buy 1 million pink ping pong balls for Tim, who's in the hospital and probably not even going to make it. But darn it, maybe this will make a difference. Tim doesn't deserve this. He deserves something better. He deserves 1 million pink ping pong balls. And so eventually the family raises enough money to special order 1 million pink ping pong balls from the same factory in Italy where Tim's parents have been getting those pink ping pong balls since his 5th birthday. And they go to Tim's hospital room, and they wake him up, and they draw open the shades, and they crank up Tim's bed, and they wheel him over to the window so that he can look out and look over an empty parking lot as 2 huge helicopters bring in these massive crates into an empty parking lot. Workmen run out with their crowbars and pop the lids off, and Tim can see 1 million pink ping pong balls overflow, spreading and filling that parking lot. And Tim is just overwhelmed with emotion. His eyes fill with tears, and his mother draws his shades shut, cranks Tim's bed down, and wheels him back to the wall. And at this point, Tim's father, he's a wreck. He can't keep stoic enough, and he leaves the hospital room, sits in the hallway, and just starts sobbing. And Tim's mother, she leans over Tim, and she says, Timmy, I know you're not feeling well. I know you're not doing good, but your dad and I, we just gotta know, what is the deal with the pink ping pong balls? And Timmy, he looks up at his mother. He starts to smile a little bit. He says, well, and then he dies. The end.
Well, that's our show. Hopefully you enjoyed a few of the acts, got the messages of the others, and we wish you all the very best. We look forward to when we get to see you on campus again. That will happen. Until then, remember that out of an acorn grows a mighty oak tree. I hope there's a little inspiration here for you to create art, tell stories, and make connections with one another. We look forward to when we can see you again soon. Take care.